Friends, denizens of the internet, hello and welcome back to another exciting episode of Heartworm over here at Lost Time Gaming. I'm Devo. We are jumping back into the shoes of our main character whose name I totally remember and didn't forget. No, I totally forgot. I don't remember. But, c'est la vie. We are that person up there in the upper left. We are armed with a camera, which has a very generous flash that is almost otherworldly. Ah, look at that. And it just lasts forever. Now, we picked up a note, I want to say, last episode. We didn't get very far, but suffice to say, we picked up a note that suggested that places we're exploring and are incomplete are both red and staticky, whereas places we've been to but not finished are just blue and staticky, as you can see on the map right here. Can we get a tasty zoom in? Yeah, there we go. So we're in the foyer, and we went into the save room, but let's try this other room here. As much... Oh, I don't like that camera angle. I don't like that camera angle at all. As much as I love the aesthetic of the old-timey games, kind of emulating, or the modern games emulating the old-timey aesthetic. Sorry, my brain kind of kerfluffled there. What I don't really get is that sometimes the games trying to emulate the old-timey aesthetic conserve things from the old games that really isn't worth conserving. Because at this day and age, the Resident Evil door opening, I wish it would happen the first time you use a door and then never happen again. The door's locked, I can hear the faint ticking of a clock on the other side. Because as a kid or a teenager, the slow door opening aesthetic was there to help build suspense in a game that had crappy low poly graphics. I don't like that at all. And it was there because, you know, the regular tank control view of the game was, you know, it had scariness to it because of what it was and what it was telling you, but it wasn't very high fidelity. Whereas the games can be, you know, as high fidelity as you want now, and there's really no point to that specific kind of thing, but the balcony looks like it's barely held together. Oh, hello, text message tone. I rarely get those. Hold on. Let me turn that off. I'm not going out there. Yes, thank you. What's up the stairs here? I guess I can inspect some of these, Sorry, I just have an innate fear of things shrouded in cloth, so I just ignore them. Nothing creepy about these. Not sure why they needed all these mannequins. You know, when I was, probably like 5-6 years ago, my mother got back into making like clothing and dresses, and to do so, like accurately measure them, you have to have like a mannequin that you can take measurements of and adjust. And for the longest time, the mannequin was near the front entrance to the doorway of our house. So whenever I would visit her, you would open up the door and see the mannequin, and it scared the crap out of me so many times. It's locked, with a pretty heavy-duty one at that. Lock? I don't think that's how the word locked works, but okay. Also, what's all over the wall? Elise, February 89. Mary, April 1992. Sarah, September 25th. What is all this? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're not worried about any of this at all. Okay. Locked, pretty heavy duty lock. Gotcha. Alright, so ignore the... What is that even? Is it like fireflies or what's going on behind this door here? I don't know. Let's get out of here and never return. That sounds like a good win-win for me. I've turned up the game volume. Oh, I keep thinking that's a cutscene when that happens. I've turned up the game volume in an effort to more more better display the game's audio, because the last couple of games I've noticed that I've played, the game audio seems to be really quiet. And as much as we're here for my commentary, we're also here to enjoy the game audio. So I tried to up it a little now, and hopefully we won't have issues with that in the future. Nothing particularly noteworthy. It's funny, I was just watching a synopsis the other day of the original Silent Hill someone had done, and one of their main complaints was how everything was nothing particularly worth of note, how everything was labeled as just, yep, doesn't matter, don't care, you don't need this information. I was like, yeah, that's pretty accurate with these old-timey games. Nothing particularly noteworthy. Yeah. Fireplace. Ooh, you know your fireplace is ballin' when you can walk into it. Maybe too ballin'. If I had a fireplace you could walk into, I'd be worried somebody's using it to throw bodies into, to be honest. Yeah, that's not suspicious at all. Okay. Father's Journal 1. Oh, yeah, I forgot. We were reading really depressing journals about what I can only assume is somebody dealing with Alzheimer's. I finally put the pieces together the day you asked where John was. At first, I was confused, thinking maybe you forgot his exact address and wanted to send a letter. I laughed and replied with the address of the home our son had been living in the past 2 years with his wife and our new grandchild. I won't ever forget the look you gave me. Oh, we read this. Yeah, we read this last time, yeah. I want to say I ran back to the save point after coming in here. That's right. No sense in reading it again. I don't think there was anything in here. You couldn't pay me to open this fridge. Not my first rodeo. Still makes me think of that episode of Cowboy Bebop where they have the freezer in their like storage cargo hold area that lets out like a alien that stuns the crew into a coma. This is a good episode. Toys in the Attic, I believe the episode was called. I'm glad I devoted brain power to remembering that. That's really worthwhile and useful information to possess. So there is a... Oh, did I walk past the one door that was here? Yeah, I did. Oh, geez, it's a clock. Okay, I was going to say, whoa, what is that noise? But it's just a really loud clock. Which is coming from the corner of the ceiling? Well, that's not how ambient noise works, but okay. Just some dining ware. This looks like the actual front of the house. Yeah. I think that's the front door. It won't budge. Yeah, that's because it was all jacked up when we found it last time. How about this room? Well, this is a fun looking room. What's in here? Smashed lamp on the floor. This room is a mess. Most of the books are destroyed. Okay. Bear rug. Gross. Father's Journal 2. This one I don't think we've read before. We went to see a doctor today, at last. It's hard to make it out all the way to the city. When we were younger, it seemed like such a charming idea to have a house so isolated. It was our own little world. Now just getting groceries in town is a hassle. I made the appointment and made sure you were ready to go. I could tell you didn't know why we had to. You didn't think anything was wrong. I've always had my head in the clouds. I'm fine. You're overreacting, you would tell me over and over. I didn't even want to think about whether you remembered the reason why this was necessary. We're waiting on the scan results now, but based on how you were with the doctor, I'm not hopeful. You had trouble answering his questions and kept looking to me for answers. God, why is this happening so fast? I held your hand over the stick shift as I drove home while you cried softly to yourself. I can't help but hate myself for thinking it, but I think we're close to the end. How did this happen so quickly? Only months ago, the sounds of your singing filled the house as you tidied up, did the dishes, cooked us dinner. Now you barely get out of bed. Something inside of you is broken. Half the time you look at me and see a stranger, but you won't acknowledge it. You just turn over in the bed and try and go back to sleep. I wonder what you dream of. I hope it's of the last fragments of our beautiful life together. Ooh, that's depressing. As expected, I guess. Chair, how you doing? Comfy chair? No? Oh, okay. Anything behind the desk here? No, it's all terrible. Okay, let's leave this room and never return. Really? We're not gonna... An air conditioner. I would have left it too. I hate moving these. They are awkward to move and deal with, that's for sure. Painting looks like it would disintegrate if I touched it. Well, don't do that. More old nasty furniture. How about this door here? The grimiest of bathrooms. It's grimy. Oh, we got real reflections too. I didn't notice that before. Ugh, I need to start sleeping better. I'm looking rough. I tell myself that every day in the mirror when I wake up and brush my teeth before work. Nothing in this world could convince me to use the bathroom here. Fair enough. Some people are very specific about their bathroom using habits. On a slightly gross side note, I had a friend once who told me the one day, because we were casually discussing bathroom habits, is that before using the bathroom, they like to get fully naked so that they can fully experience it. And I just couldn't, for the life of me, understand why you would want to do that. Just always confused me. Why you would do that? That's just crazy. I haven't talked to that person in a very long time. I wonder how they're doing. What do you think? Open doorway, work our way over here. Let's do closed doorway, work our way to the open. That sounds about good. That's either good or bad music. Which is it? Bedroom poem. Only a few days to notice how you used to be. The changes were minor at first. Forgetting your ring, leaving your keys, staring into nothing like you knew it was coming. And I saw it all too late. The bed you were buried in, trying not to be seen. Ghosts in white coats. What a terrible thing. Strangers' goodbyes, dreams of hearing you sing. The hour burns forever. 12:15. Okay, 12:15. Roger, roger. Again, this room has kind of like firefly effect the balcony did. Yeah, nothing in this house is good. This is all bad. Nothing I care about in these drawers. Okay. There's a hatch at the top of the ladder, but it won't open. Okay, that's weird. Room's locked. More dirty laundry. Well, I assume it was dirty. Can't really tell anymore. It's one of those things like, is dirty laundry dirty even after it's abandoned, or does it become abandoned laundry at that point? Let's see what's behind door number 2. I'm sure it's great. It's not. It's terrible and I hate it. Locked. The ceiling's collapsed over there. That's probably fine. Let's ignore that. Uh-oh. Roll of toilet paper's out of control in here. That effect again. I think maybe that's just the daylight highlighting the dust in the house. Just gonna not comment about the unfurled toilet paper everywhere? Okay. Oh boy. Father's Journal 3, here we go. I am alone in this house now. All I have left are the keepsakes of a long life together. Oh, Rose, looking at your young face smiling and laughing on grainy film is a poison that sours my heart by the day. Seeing you alive, but knowing you are gone, is more than I can bear. At least I have our memories. Yeah, mental illness in a family is really, really rough to go through. Wouldn't wish that on anybody. Wait, can I interact with this at all? You got comments about the collapsed here? No? Ceiling probably collapsed a long time ago. I can't believe the rest of this place has held up so well. Yeah. Really, really strange, huh? There are a lot of lights in this section of the room here. Holy crap. Don't like the ominous music. It's ominous. All this nice hardwood furniture rotting away. What a shame. Guess the person who lived here didn't think about what he was leaving behind. Yeah. I mean, I've been there. At some point, you know, the physical things in the world just don't matter anymore. These are old, but pretty stylish. Too bad they're falling apart. Oh. This looks like their room. Drawers are mostly empty, aside from the occasional dead bug. Gross. Empty pill bottles and some serious medical equipment. Yeah, I was gonna say, that's not the cheap stuff. Alright. Will you take the attic key? Yeah, why is there a horrific VHS overlay over my body, covering me in blood? What, why? Why was that? I didn't like that. Hard to say if these clothes were ever nice. They're mostly mold now. Mold in the shape of clothing, just junk in these boxes. Okay. I'm not being super thorough with like the walking around spamming the search button, because it seems to be like the game isn't super interested in you checking every square inch. It used to be in survival horror games, especially the original Resident Evil. You kind of wanted to sweep through a room spamming the search button, because you never knew what you were going to have or not have. So we've got an attic key now. I don't recall us finding an attic, but I think that's back the open door, not the two closed doors, back in the upstairs area here. Hopefully, anyway, because I'm pretty sure we're out of house at this point if it's not. 12:15, huh?
Huh. 12:15.
Now, I hope the game didn't just give me a diverging path point there, and I should have gone up to the attic instead of... How do you shoot so much video? What I used to tell myself after I bought my second external hard drive to store all my YouTube videos. Oh, it's even worse. Holy crap, yeah. The sad thing is, too, I know the game's like trying to give us a look at all these VHS tapes, but because of the state of this house, these are all destroyed. Every single one of these would be ruined in a place like this. Wait, what's going on? Oh, that's... Oh? Can't hold anymore. Ah, crap. Alright, what are we holding here? What are we holding that we don't need to be holding? Antiseptic? Not very effective on its own, but works in a pinch. I don't feel like running all the way back to the save room to throw that away. We're just gonna discard this antiseptic. That's the life of the old school survival horror. Big painting of Rose there. Will you take the emblem part? Yes. Whole side is trips, vacations, and events. Rose Baby Shower, John and Rose Carnival, Rose Beach, 1985. This is too many VHS tapes, I'm sorry. Even for somebody who loves shooting video and recording stuff, that's too many. Because one, like, VHS tapes just don't last that long. They straight up just rot away. Even caring for them on a pretty intense level, like, they'll still just... The magnetics, the magnetism in the strips containing the film will rot away, or rather fade away slowly throughout the course of time, and they'll just be nothing. Oh, it's dark in here. It's very dark. How dark is it? It's that dark. It's just... Oh, wait. Back in the foyer again, huh? How does that work? And had I known that, I probably would have taken the extra time to run that antiseptic back down. Oh wait, does that mean I can open this? Nice. Don't need this anymore, discard? Yes. Please, be gone. But that being said, I get the feeling the reason the game just did that, and by that I mean giving us a shortcut back to the foyer, was that so we could save it. So let's go save it. I'd hate to lose progress in this game. Well, any game, really. I've gotten to the point now where playing a game and losing progress because a game didn't feel like auto-saving or didn't give you a checkpoint is extremely frustrating nowadays. So, in my mind, it's such a huge waste of time to play a game and have the game just go, oh, that didn't happen. Part of the reason why I don't play Souls-like games, because I just value my time too much. Alright. Still a little janky on the camera changes. It's better now. Better than it was, but it's still a little jank. Don't mind the mannequins. Ooh, different door. Still don't feel good about all the names and stuff that were inscribed and dated on the wall outside of this room. Love the effects of the light coming through the floor, though. That's great. That's a nice torn paper. The message seems hastily scribbled. If this is real, if this place is what they say it is, I don't even know how I'll feel. Will it answer the questions that I and everyone who has ever lost someone have spent so long asking? And what if it does? Will that change anything? If I don't come back and someone finds this, I tried my best. Now that doesn't, Oh, that was a waste of shot. I forgot the... The flash is the shoot when the camera's out. That's unfortunate. Also, what's that door? That's not a door. What is that? There's an empty relief where it looks like an object could fit. Alright, well, we're missing the other half of this emblem. So that was almost a monumental moment. There was something almost happened. But I was inept at finding the other piece, I guess. Oh, jeez. So, yeah, we're still exploring the attic, I get that. I don't understand how exploring the foyer is incomplete. That doesn't make sense. Oh, there was that door puzzle. Yeah, it must be that. I must have gotten the answer and not even realized it. Because I'm pretty sure that's the only thing left in this house. Settling old paintings. Yep. Low res chandelier. Yep, check. Booked. Still don't know what that's for. And we read that before. So wait, we haven't been in here either? I thought this was the way we came in. Another different door. Yeah, that is the way we came in. With a... Can I look through my notes? No, this is my notes from before we got here. It wouldn't be of any help. This was the book we read in the save room. I don't recall getting like a 4-letter word that was supposed to be important. The only thing I recall us getting here was 12:15. Oh, wait. Duh. I didn't even think it's Rose. I hope it's Rose, because otherwise I'm screwed. Nice. Not screwed. Totally saved it. I've been having a lot of trouble with puzzles lately, and my brain just being pudding. Survival guide. Pushing. You can push some items to reveal new areas. When you're close to a pushable object, a prompt will appear. Move towards the object while holding the button to push it. Okay, but what if I'm not using a mouse and keyboard? Oh, okay. Alright, but everything else in here? Unimportant. Shelves fully stocked and everything is covered in a heavy layer of dust. Okay. Push that over there like so. That felt nice. Quite a stockpile. I wonder if they were survivalists. Yeah, I'd say so. I don't like the darkness. Push that way over. Oh, I don't like any of this. I don't like any of this at all. Anything about this mirror? The damp hasn't been kind to any of this. That's what I say about my life. Music is certainly very disconcerting. The heck did I just do? Oh, I'm getting... Oh, that transition there made me queasy. Where am I now? Is this where I came up from? No, what the heck is this? This is like an industrial power station set up here. What? That's a lot of furnaces. The winters must get cold. Oh, yeah. You often need 4 large and 2 small furnaces to survive the winter. I don't like where this is going. Well, there's the other half of that emblem, I guess. Father's Journal 4. Oh, good. We got another one. I have to get up early to finish packing. I can't sleep. I heard ungodly noises coming from the attic. Gonna take a look. I haven't been up there in years. Not like I have anything left to lose. Okay. Take the emblem part. Yes, good. Now fuse them like Goku and Vegeta. Boom. Heart emblem. An intricately carved wooden emblem depicting a heart wrapped in thorns. That's a lovely image we've created for ourselves. Okay, let's get out of here before we're murdered, because I'm pretty sure that's what's coming next. Us getting murdered. Oh, that's what the right path would have been. Okay, so we made the right choice going left back there. That makes sense. Alright, well, out of the creepy basement, never to return. Wait for the door to cycle through. Alright, and on that note, I'm going to leave this episode here. We're going to have to figure out what's behind the rose door upstairs in the next episode. Yeah. Heartworm. Doing good lately. I like it. Looking forward to doing more of it. Now, as I answered a comment the other day, my Wednesday obligations that have been kind of choking off the ability to do more episodes are freed up temporarily. So hopefully we'll be seeing more episodes of Heartworm in the future. That being said, if you enjoyed the video today, feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, and get subscribed. Let me know down in the comment section below what you thought about my gameplay, my commentary, or anything else in general. That being said, thanks for watching, and as usual, I'll catch you all on the flip side.